Hello there everyone, once again, I am Mark 3 and welcome back to Mindustry, Series 3.5 and 3/4. I need to watch the Naked Gun series again. Excellent films. But yes, welcome back to Mindustry. Yes. After last time, all that's happened is I maxed out my research tree for anything I was missing, so I've got everything I can currently get. Really good. And I've built up my resources here, 4k of copper, of lead, and of graphite. That is graphite, isn't it? Yeah, it is graphite. Copper, lead, and graphite ready for launch to the next sector. So there is that. I also got a bit of feedback after last time as well, which was also quite nice. On the Discord, Bapple weighed in saying that they are definitely happy to see this series make a return. But yeah, well, Mindustry's always been a pretty darn decent game, honestly. Something old, something new, as I said in the previous part. Something old is this one, because I've done it before. Something new, if you've not spotted it by now, I'm not sure about the video upload times. It'll happen at some point. Something new is Infraspace, if you've noticed that one or not. So yeah, I've got Infraspace, and that's another series running about this time as well, which is more about the movement of resources than anything like that. And I'm considering maybe doing something with the early access Mega Industries of Titan, which is honestly quite a distinctive builder kind of thing, but I find it's got some long time lag sometimes. Kind of like Mindustry, actually. Yeah, Mindustry has long sections of time when you're not doing much. But anyway, yeah, let's get a move on though. Craters. We're going to launch with literally everything. Max it out. Yes. And the default thing. And that's because, well, I'm going to jump comment really quickly here to Happy Hafer, who said you can have up to a... you can make your own custom blueprints for these, which is 10 by 10 plus the size of your core, which goes all the way to 15 by 15, though he was talking about being able to place drills on it, and if you place drills, they come with copper automatically underneath it if there's any kind of resource deposit, stuff like that. Though what I just noticed before recording is that that's not actually a thing. So that's been fixed apparently, or whatever it is. Might have been just a glitch. But I was going to ask how you make your own custom core thing, but now that I know that I'm not going to be bothered about resource deposits, I can just build a custom thing around a core, and that should be good. I think. I don't know, I've never made a custom core launch for this, but yeah, let's launch that. Great. Now in complete tonal whiplash, we're back to Bapple's comment again, which is Bapple likes the pacing of this time out versus the other series. So the other series is like very much a flow of consciousness kind of thing. That was what the series 1 and 2 kind of was. Series 3, as I said last time, it's like I'm doing a time lapse a lot more now. Okay, so this is the drop point. Yep. So I'm willing to skip things, though the drawback is, and one of the things that put me off for quite a while of actually making a shift to this kind of thing is you're looking at like several hours per episode, depending on how much time skipping you do. Maybe more. This is Mindustry. If it goes for long, it can go for long. What are those? Kilns? Okay. And a steam gen. And pneumatic drills. Do we have any more tech unlocks? We don't, but we've not mined any new materials. So maybe we'll get some new tech, maybe. But yeah, I lost my train of thought. Brain, you're failing me. You are brain. Why are you failing me so much, my silly brain? Right. Okay. Last part of Bapple's comment, which is the reminder that no, I remember. Bapple was happy to see this thing, approve the new pacing, and reminds me that I can always go back to the Discord for any time I'm in need of head pats. which is very nice. Head pats are nice. Makes me wonder if I'm some kind of... Well, let me put it this way. I'm sorry. This is why part of the reason why I started skipping is like my brain goes derp sometimes. If I'm getting head pats, does that mean that if I'm peckish, do I get a doggy biscuit? Following that, am I some kind of wolf person? I think this is a vital question to answer. And then following on from that, the realization I've never really made myself a fursona of any kind. I'd probably be a dog or a wolf or something. I don't know. Wolves aren't always portrayed as aggressive, but they're usually like big and strong. Aggressive is a hit or miss kind of thing. I don't know. But we're not here to design a fursona for me. No. Because I'm not. Don't think Mindustry is the right time to design a fursona. Yeah, moving on. Back to Happy Ava's comment. The reminder from Happy Ava that it's actually a good idea to build actual, funneling lines rather than a single solid wall, because they press against the wall and then break through the weakest spot. And actually, yes, I had completely forgotten about that. I'd completely forgotten that that was a thing. So, whoops on my part. Oops. So, I'll start trying to consider that in the future. But Ava did admit that the first few maps, you're probably good. What did you say? The first few maps, oh, this is a bad time to be wondering if my microphone is actually turned on. Yes, my microphone is actually turned on. Good. The problem is Mindustry, I can't actually tab out and check because Mindustry doesn't work in game capture mode. Instead, it actually works in screen capture mode. So I have to press record and then hope and pray that it actually is working properly. So it's not the best in that regard. Eesh. Plus, I'm distracting myself by trying to focus on comments and things. It's like, I am Mark 3. You're making about as much sense as usual. Actually, yeah, that's probably a good way to describe it. I'm making about as much sense as usual. More importantly, though, I am getting graphene and stuff going out, so that's all sorted, getting sorted out. Deep. Technically don't need that, but whatever. And then we've got ourselves a graphene line starting. I'll do, I guess. Yeah, let's see. Reminded about the solid wall, about the building custom core thing. Oh right, yes. I was making vague whinging sounds last episode about finding things on the map is a particular thing, and Happy Ava confirms that is actually fixed in the next version and in the beta branch as well. But I tend to stay away from the beta branch if it's got a big update of features, like in this case a whole new world and stuff like that. So I don't think I'll be going for the beta branch anytime soon, really. Really? You're not getting enough copper? I guess let's put you there then. And we'll just shunt... Actually, no. That can stay there. As soon as I try and cancel the thing. Right. So yeah, there's a list of sectors that's going to be updated next time. Yeah, there is that. And that is all the comments. Anyway. Now is the time for me to delete this random turret emplacement that's up here. Yes. And actually get into planning mode. So, this is what I've done the last couple of maps. This is map number 3. And I've got 1 minute to plan in my initial defensive strategy and my initial resource zones. So, let's get cracking, because I spent 10 minutes answering the comments, actually. Whoops. Maybe we will get 2 episodes in this video, maybe not. We'll have to see how it goes. Also, why is there a coal seam right there? Ugh. Why? going to be a little close, but we have our initial defensive line. Copper walls. Fear the technology. No. Going by the flow and what was already being discussed, I've decided to make it a kill route. So blocked off, route through, 2 blocks wide, so bigger units can get through as well. Got to bear in mind, though, something I am aware of is this game also has wall climbers. Hello to you too, little explosive drone. So a big block like this will not dissuade every enemy from coming this way. So it does need some kind of defenses in this area as well, just in case. But for now, we've got this is our starting little wall. And so we've got all these resources, and we've got this stuff over here, which we need to tap somehow. We can't tap those because of the auto-destruct whenever a wave spawns, but the copper, the lead, this coal... We can try to tap these things, but we will have to guard these things too from incoming damage. Also, there is this coal mine which cuts straight across this main resource and flow route straight into the main area of my base. But I think I can make use of this by using bridge conveyors to get past it. That should probably work, I think. But anyway, let's get more of the resource operation set up. Besides, we get access to silicon this time around. We got to get access to the silicon. Well, we've got the sand flowing at least into a new smelter array. Just needs power. We've also got this, which is the beginnings of pyrite production as well. Just needs lead, sand, and coal. The thing is, though, coal is a relatively new resource. Yep, they're dead. And so it's a bit of a rarity. So I don't know how many belts of coal I actually have on this map. All I know is I really want those resources that are near the... No, the walls are dying. I'll fix that soon with power. Though for power, I also need the coal for that. So, Actually, you're the wrong way around. I think it's because bridges automatically connect in the order they're built. There we go. So I've got 1 belt of coal there at least, which will go into pyrite. I've got some here, but the question is how much I'm actually producing. I do not know. Gonna have to find out. Through field testing. The best kind of testing. New content unlocked. Unfortunately, I think it's only pyritites. One minute, I think I messed up my timer as well. There we go. I think that's about right. Right. Beep. Okay. So yeah, we just got pyritites unlocked, which is down here. So incendiary weapons and combustion fuel. Oh, I can use that for combustion fuel generators? Really? Ooh. Okay, that's a potential viable thing. Database, tell me about the combustion generator real quick, please. Input pyrite, base power output 60 units per second. Okay, so I've got this one running on coal, output 60. Question is, what happens if I run it on pyrite? We must experiment for science. Yes, throw the incendiary fuel into a power generator, because why not? 84. Well, it gives us something to do with pyrite because we can't store pyrite as far as I know. Also, I need to check on lead consumption as well. There is indeed more production than 1 belt requires, so yeah. Belt and a half-ish coming that way. And as you can see, we are getting ready for war. With fire. But soon we shall have silicon and fire. We shall attack the enemy with burning silicon. This is Skynet all over again, isn't it? Maybe that's how Skynet gets started. Burning silicon. How? There was a weak point in my wall. The weak point was me. Damn bombs. Well, it's also because I'm just struggling to really That's kind of there. That wall, that bit of wall, to be fair, is slightly weaker because it's like individual small walls, and it also had a power connection up there to the other side of the thing. So there is that, I suppose. But if we look at it, it's holding up okay-ish. Though we have also learned that we can use the pyrite to help feed it. Get pyrite to full production, though, we also require more lead because it's barely more than one belt coming through. Also, of course, we need that coal line to feed the silicon smelter, which is almost ready and operational. Almost. Fear my brilliance. Yes, my enemies fear my brilliance. Okay, why am I going even more insane? Of course I'm going more insane. It's me. What are you talking about? Right. That's because I've just realised, and as you see me just installing now, pyrite mixer runs on 5 belts of input, right? 2 belts of lead, which I'll peel off as soon as I manage to. 2 belts of sand and 2 belts of coal. Sorry, 1 belt of coal. However, if it's backed up and not working, then I can divert both the coal belt and the 2 sand belts into a silicon section, because that's exactly what a silicon section needs. So, makes it just fine to reuse it that way, I think, doesn't it? All I need to do is install appropriate bypassing, which would be words. Yeah, words. Okay, right. It'll be a overflow gates in here, which will bleed off to there. Pop. And in this case, it'll be an underflow gate here, which I will immediately turn around. Pop. And suddenly we have all the materials needed for another silicon line. All we have to do is actually power the darn thing. And I think I'm going to make use of pyrite for my power supply, because why not? But also, it unifies the ammunition supply and means I can use incendiary bullets, which, you know, always good. Also, I think I've mixed that up. What? Oh, I see what's going on. Just like that. I know what I'm doing. Yes. There's some new content unlocked. Okay, let's see what toys we can get. We can get bigger cores, right? Our first factory building. Microprocessors, which runs a sequence of the logic side of Mindustry. I never really got into that much. And lights, always fun. Solar panels, so another power source. Lancers, ooh, yes, I remember those lasers. Very nice. And yeah, that's that. But of course, we do need a buttload of silicon to actually get all this stuff. So we're going to have to do that. Also, I'm scrapping all my duos for a very specific reason. Why am I doing it? First off, to get rid of all the copper that's in the system. Second off, I'm going to replace the leading ones with scorches instead. For some extra crispy goodness. And then we're going to back them up with incendiary duos. Because we care. Because we care. And of course, the duo won't accept coal, so it won't feed off that turret, so that's okay. Routers, lines. One thing, of course, we've got to remember. Sadly, pyrite is a little bit volatile. So if it does get damaged, it'll smoke the entire line if there isn't anything to extinguish the fire, which we don't have. So I remember that part quite well. If we don't watch it, we could get a fire surging all the way back into our original production site. So we've got to avoid that one. There we go. We got the orange stuff. Oh, yes, you like that, don't you? Yes, you do. Mm-hmm. Also, we need more mender coverage as well, apparently. They did not like that at all. Oh, I have more in store for them though, because these other gaps up here, not for menders, they're actually for arcs. So we're going to install some energy weaponry across the divide as well. Though actually a second mender, just to make sure that initial wall doesn't fall, probably a good idea, because even if it's not blocking the way in, it's still one that gets hit fairly hard. Yeah, let's play safe. We've got the firepower to back it up, so we can play a bit safe. Look at all the lovely pyrite. Now though, we must get this lovely silicon and route it to where we actually need it. Routing, yes, routing, that's going to be the fun part. Also need power down here. Okay, right, let's get this stuff sorted out. Oh, okay, Guardians. Guardian approaching in 10 waves. So this zone has a boss. Okay, so this zone has a boss. I must make sure to prepare appropriate greetings for them, because... Yes. Because they require Daka. All bosses must be given appropriate supplication in the form of gratuitous amounts of violence. And yeah, I can't run the steam generator because I don't have any pump tech, so that's going to have to wait. Might as well just scrap all this stuff down now, actually. Kilns. I don't remember how to operate them, so I'll scrap those down too. I'm not sure if they would work because these drills aren't doing anything that I find randomly about the place. Hey, no taking pot shots at me, darn it. I'm just going to keep on melting you guys, because that's what I do. Also, for today's pop quiz, you must answer one simple question. Is this enough Daka? It's a trick question. It's a trick question. The only answer is no. There is never enough Daka. But I can spit a very large amount of lead anyway. Also, my power supply is a bit unstable. On reflection, running the pyrite lines as the power source was not exactly the smartest idea, so I've actually got some combustion generators back here on the coal feeds helping out a little bit. So as you can see, we are actually running a bit low on pyrite. Whoops. So I'm going to try and do this then. Some kind of outpost. Maybe. Either this outpost is going to post very outwardly, or it's going to do a thing. But Guardian is almost here. And of course, this is getting some attention. I knew it would. That's kind of why I put a wall into it as well. Oh, the bombs, the bombs. The bombs did nasty things to my defences. They actually cracked those walls. Boo. Boo on you, good sirs. Well, let's be fair. I mean, this is kind of what Happy Ape was talking about. The walls will start to be breached just because they're copper walls. End of the day. I mean, that's why there's so many repairers up here, just trying to ram the health back up between waves and things, but... Oh, wait, that cut the power as well. Oh, no. There we go. All is good again. Supposedly. Speaking of, by the by, there is actually something I should probably mention. There is one last part to Happy Afer's comments on the last video, which I forgot to bring in, which is there. Okay, there. I was wondering about how to get resources around from area to area, and Happy Afer reminded us of the launch pads. Now remember those, we used those last time to launch resources into our research pool. So that was what we used those for. But it makes sense they now do a similar role, which is like allow you to move resources from place to place. Though It is also noteworthy that unfortunately we can only aim them at one place. So Hafer's suggestion is to have a resource zone where you aim everything. Guardian, there's the Guardian. Hello, big boy. And as I expected, it is a flyer. Okay, so yeah, centralize resources and then just launch all your bases from that centralized zone where you're stockpiling all your stuff anyway. And it's stopping to kill the base, which has no defenses, of course. I don't really mind. I mean, that was just a thing I tacked on just in case. It's no big loss to lose it. Because the meat of the stuff that's going to make that Guardian's life heck is over here. And ooh, they melted another copper wall. Copper is not really good defense, is it? I might as well help that Guardian out, actually. I'll be honest, there's not really much I can do to develop this zone further, because all resource flows are maxed. Oh, actually, I've got maxed silicon. I should probably spend some of that. Let's get solar as a new power source. Cool. I guess the core foundation, which will let us do some bigger launches and things. And we only have 200 silicon left, so there we go. Now, if we want to build a core foundation, I'm not sure where that is in my list. No, I'm not seeing it anyway. Maybe I can't just can't build it yet. Yeah, copper, silicon, and yeah, but it's not in my build list. Oops, maybe I shouldn't do that. Come on, big boss, over here. Bye-bye. This is my map now. Haha. And with that said, there's not much left to do, is there? Except that, apart from that, I'm mysteriously... Oh, wait, there it is. Yep, that's it. There we go. It was just greyed out because I didn't have enough silicon. But yeah, this is our map, such as it is. I like it. I mean, it's our first introduction to sand. It lets us make pyrite and silicon. So, you know, there's nice things to be said here. Though, of course, we can still move on, so we shall move on. Because moving on is the thing. I know, I could wait for a proper resource. But if we have a look around now... yes, another sector has been captured, which unlocks unknowns, right? And this is why I'm so glad it's a change, because research kiln, enemy base, research a bunch of stuff to get to that. Owned. Research team. Oh, I see. I'm missing tech. Okay, right, hang on. Just have to build the silicon for that. Well, I was not expecting this. I'll take it, though. We have another material. Metaglass. No, not metabots, metaglass. Though if you get a metabeat as well as our opponents, it'll probably do just fine with his Seeker missile attack. No. Using just sand and lead, we can make metaglass in those kilns. I wonder if we'd fed that into the kiln that was up here in the first place, it would have fired up. I don't know. Regardless, we've got that going on, so that's something new. And I don't think that's not anything new for us either. Oh, there's one, I need steam gen. Hails. Hails are not. Ooh, hails are nice. Long-range mortar type weapon. Grab that. Also grab steam generator. Thermal gens, which we've unlocked because we've got metal glass, I think. So that's fine. Pulverizer crushes scrap into sand, so that's a resource converter. Incinerator, potentially useful. Depends on what your other setups are like. Metal glass is also good as mechanical pumps, but we need to get some actual glass into place to do that. I was going to launch as soon as I was able to, but I think what I'm going to do instead is I'm actually going to hang out and build up resources and get all my tech unlocked, because one of the reasons, as I said last time, we're punching through on the initial on the mainline quest before we try and do anything like off the beaten path is because titanium belts at the very least are what I want to get my dirty little hands on. And I think that's lead one there, so let's just drop that to there. This thing does not have this now has reliable lead income. In fact, I will deprioritize this lead line because this lead line is coming off the primary bus. Wow, I'm actually impressed with myself. That's the first time I've used bus for naming a resource route. I know it's a big thing in Factorio, but I've never really used it much myself. So I think that's a first for me. Yay! Look at me sounding all official. And why am I mixing stuff? More importantly, why is there a bridge conveyor there? Done. Oh. I see. I dragged it over the thing, and so it automatically just like created a bridge. Good to know. Good to know. I admit it's not the first time in this particular map I've contaminated my lines with sand, unfortunately. So the fastest way to deal with it is just literally to delete it all. There we go. And there we go. Just get that in there. Also, of course, more sand coming in, just to ensure that we've got a single line of steady sand coming in. And that should hopefully keep this thing operational. Sort of. Maybe I'll update this. I should probably... Can I run a steam power plant on pyrite? I'm Mark 3 asking the big questions. Right. Where's the steam generator? Combustion, battery, steam gen. We'll take pyrite. Cool. We can run it on blast compound as well. Okay. So yeah, we can feed incendiary stuff into our steam generators. Good to know. Though the feedback loop here of like running short on pyritites and shutting down my power grid was kind of unfortunate, but also kind of predictable as well, as you do. And if you probably heard the alarm signs go off there, but that is also the end of this particular episode. So this has been I'm Mark 3. Thank you all very much for watching. I hope you guys are enjoying the show. I think did I miscount some belts or something? I probably did. Yeah. Hope you're enjoying the show, and I'll catch you all some other time. Next time, we launch somewhere on the map. Biomass synthesis facility. And the game actually showed me where it is. So yeah, biomass. Makes me think of the Tyranid. But there aren't any Tyranid in this game, I think. Now with that heartening news, as I suddenly noticed copper contaminating one of the lead lines, I'll see you all later. Where's that coming? Oh, it's coming from there. Right. Fixed it. Haha. I am the best engineer. I don't do anything wrong ever. Except when I do. Which is often.